going to take a look at my Ohio redistricting prediction for the state of Ohio. If you don't know, redistricting has been going on for quite some time now, and we have a lot of proposed maps, including one in Ohio. But that is proposed by Democrats, and Republicans have full control of the state. And this is what I predict they will do in the map. Now, Ohio already has one of the worst maps in the entire United States. You can see that these lines are barely contiguous. You can see that these are connected by the water precincts, not any land precincts. We can see this weird skinny shape that grabs in all the black voters of the state of Ohio. And we can also see this very weird Columbus shape here and a lot of county cracks. I tried to deal with a portion of those areas, a portion of those things, while making the map even more favorable for the Republicans. And I do not believe you can actually crack some of these counties too much times. I think you can't really crack any counties over 3 times or something. So I did try to keep that under control. I forgot if it's 2 or 3, but I think that 3 times is fine. So this is the map I came up with. 2 solid Democratic districts, -2 from what they have currently, and what it looks like to be, yeah, the population deviation is a little large, but it's only you can adjust it quite easily. There is a majority minority district, so it is typically VRN compliant. There's 9 leading Republican districts, however, all of the other districts are still leaning towards the Republicans, these 4 districts. Now, this is not the smartest map the GOP could draw. Honestly, I think they should draw a Democrat in Cincinnati. This area is turning blue rapidly. However, I think that they're going to do a incumbent protection map. There is an incumbent that is running for re-election in Ohio's first. Now, this was seen as a prime pickup of opportunity for Democrats in 2020. They didn't end up doing that. So, yes. Now, the problem with this map is that it is sort of like a dummy matter. Alright, we have the first district that is, R+7, but it is Cincinnati turning blue at fast rates. Extremely fast rates. The second district is still pretty short up, honestly. It's a little bit more competitive, however, it's very short up. Again, if you look at the first district, it is a little bit short up, but it's not short up by too much. Although, yes, these areas are typically speaking maxed out for the Democratic Party, it's still, I guess, concerning because these areas are still trending blue rapidly. And yes. Now, if we look at the second just gotten barely under 20%. You can see it's 19.8%. This is a district that I made a little bit more competitive, but again, it's still very solid. The Columbus district is the 3rd congressional district. Right now, previously it's D+, the Democrat got 70.8% of the vote. It looks a little bit better, and in the 3rd district, the Democrat gets 73% of the vote. So it's actually even bluer. Now, if we look at the precinct map here, it looks pretty horrible, to be honest. You can see it doesn't look pretty horrible. I mean, it is pretty blue. Alright, I grabbed in the bluest precincts possible to make a very blue 3rd district. The district that's even bluer is the 11th, but we're going to go to that later on. The 4th district is this red district right up here. It's this district right here, but I think I may need to switch it up a little bit, but the 5th is this district. The 4th district, it does have tornado, most of tornado, and it is technically speaking competitive, however, and it is the R+AT, however, it has no chance of going blue anytime soon. Now, this is using President 2020 data, so I'm going to change around the data set later on. The 5th is this red district, and it just stretches up to Cleveland to grab some excerpts. Very, very red district. This is one of the reddish districts, entire map with R+22, only behind 3 districts. And the 6th district is, I believe, the reddish district. of it, all of them. Yes, it is indeed the reddest district of every one of these. It does have the blue city of Athens. If we turn on city lines, Athens has about, in total, about 23,000 people in some of these neighboring areas. They do have some people, however, it doesn't really matter that much as these, but diluted by a bunch of red precincts. However, this is fair because, again, this area is geographically impossible to grab any Democrats in a fair map. But this is, again, a Republican gerrymander. This district, it's honestly a little bit cursed, alright? We grabbing Lauren, we grabbing the blue areas right here. I'm assuming there's about 100,000 in the exurbs, 100,000 in the Lauren area. We can look at city. These areas having combined of over 100,000 people. Lauren has about 65,000. So there's 200,000 people in these blue cities, and there's also Eureka and Oakland. So there's about 300,000 people in these blue cities. And it just dilutes them into a very red area. This district, I don't think it's trending really either way. It's trending blue a little bit, I believe, but honestly, it's not a big problem for the Republicans. The 8th district, it is very red. If we look at the current map, I believe it's also very red. Yeah, the current district, I believe it's even redder. I did make this incumbent go down by about 4 points in his district. I did grab in these exurbs that were previously grabbed by the 1st district because I needed to short up the incumbent here. I shorted up by about 3 points again for the incumbent. I can't do much better than this because there's the black vote you can't really split. So this is a district that just stretches up here to Springfield. I can't really crack Columbus too much. So yes, now in the 9th district, this is the most competitive district. At first I had it at, I believe, R+1, and then I just needed to short up the Republican. This is a Democrat-Republican gain. Republicans currently do not hold the seat. Also, this seat right here is a Republican gain. Technically speaking, it's the third. Yeah, it's the 13th and the 9th that are Republican gains. The 9th, the 11th, I believe, if we look at the map here, one of these districts used to short up in here. That this district has been drawn out, and Tim Ryan, again, very easily drawn out. If we look at this map here, I need to shore up these Republicans. Originally, I just had it grabbing these exurbs, but then I had the 9th district grabbing these exurbs, and Akron get grabbed out by this very, very liberal district. If we go to the 10th district, this is the Dayton district. I shored up for the incumbent a little bit. Yeah, he does win by extremely large margin. However, I do believe I shorted up for the incumbent here a little bit. I don't think I shorted up for him too much. Actually, I did not really short him up. But let me see some. I didn't actually short him up. Actually, no. Oh, I did short him up a little bit, I guess. Not much, but a little bit to make this district a little bit more competitive, a little bit more conservative, because Dayton is rapidly trending blue, and it has a lot of blue precincts around the city area. The 11th district is the district up here. This is the bluest district in the entire map. Grabs in Akron, grabs in Cleveland, and grabs in some of these areas. Now, these are not the reddest areas, but it's still decently. These are not the bluest areas, but they're decently blue, regardless. We look at the 12th district. The 12th district is this district right here. Now, I think I switched it up a little bit. Yeah, it used to go from here to here, but I think this looks a little bit more compact. And just really what I have left. I believe I did make this incumbent a little bit closer in your district. Oh, it actually is short up a little bit. Yes, this Columbus district is short up a little bit. Because Columbus is, a lot of these exurbs are still trending blue a little bit, so I did short him up. Because I did grab in these rural areas, but I had no better choice to make this district a little bit more competitive, honestly. The 13th is Tim Ryan's seat. He has been drawn out. I did short up for the Democrats, Republicans quite a lot. Honestly, it is in a unflippable area, especially because it's trending red. It is in a in President 2020 data are plus 14. Do I think Tim Ryan will lose by 14 in this district? No. But do I think he will lose? I do think he'll lose, and absolutely. So, again, it does take in somewhat similar areas. However, if we look at the House results, you can see that this district used to stretch all the way up to Akron. Now I just have it stretch into the rural areas. If we look at the composition, Portage is a R plus 10 county, D plus 12 county. We have the Canyon, which is a D plus R plus 18 county. Wait a minute. So I need to get over county lines. Okay, so we have this Akron area, which is a little bit more Democratic leaning, but not super Democratic leaning. And I only have these excerpts that are a little bit more Democratic leaning. And then we have the county right here, which Biden did actually lose it for Democrat for quite a long time, and then Youngstown just got into the other district. So this is a district that's very unlikely going to flip, unless they get insane turnout from Kent, the Akron, the Democrats, and Canyon. So I don't think that's going to happen. The 14th district, I think it is about the same. It's a little bit less short out for the Republicans. But in the end, the Republicans are going to win. I really just needed to grab out Youngstown. I do think Tim Ryan does have a good shot at winning. The district is trending red a lot. The only counties that are probably not trending red that much is Lake County, which is actually the largest county in the district. But yeah, it's Lake County. However, it's not trending red or blue by a lot. There's a few areas in the Paintsville and the Woolbrook area that's trending blue, but otherwise it's not trending blue at all. And this is a pretty secured red district. The 15th, again, this is a district I think it's a little bit trending blue, but again, I shorted up for the incumbent here. However, the 15th used to be very, very red. Right now, it's only about R plus 8. However, I do think the incumbent will survive. And honestly speaking, there's still a lot of rural areas, and I do believe the incumbent does overperform a little bit. So I do believe this incumbent will survive their whatever challenge. And if you look at the entire Columbus area, it's pretty. I grabbed the, I guess, reddest areas in this district as possible. I did end up having to split up Columbus 3 ways. I don't think that's too surprising considering that Columbus is relatively big. It is like 1.3 million people, and I needed to make a gerrymander. So again, these areas get grabbed out of the district, or the incumbent will be in serious trouble. So this is going to be the map I'm saying. Now, I do not think, actually, I think they're rather going to give the Democrats, maybe they give Democrats a seat, the 9th congressional district, or they might give the Democrats the 1st district. I honestly think the Republicans should consider giving the 1st district to the Democrats, even if it's smart for them, alright? I don't stand by any sort of gerrymander. I think gerrymander is bad. However, if in a smart map, they probably should give the Cincinnati, Hamilton district toward the Democrats, because it's turning blue just so quickly. Now, I'm not someone who is advisory to any political party. However, that's me just saying sometimes this map isn't the smartest for the GOP. Again, I'm not saying that the GOP should do a very bad gerrymander or the Democratic Party should do a very bad gerrymander, but this is the map of the state of Ohio. Very, very blue. Very, very red. Very, very cursed. Again, thanks for watching today's video. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!